brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. They've got Whitmore, Alperen Sengun out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's MP, and it's Smith in its center. And for New Orleans, McCollum and Jones are your wingmen. Then there's Williamson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5 spot. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
Murray against MP. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. To the paint, and stolen by Sengun. Here's MP. Good. And it's Sengun picking up the assist. MP's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Rockets. Now here's Murray. Pass to Messi. McCollum outside. Murray right side. 6 on the shot clock. The 10-footer finds the target.
You know, he's really capable from the mid-range. And I think the more Murray shoots from there, the more of a threat he'll be, and the more well-rounded offensively he'll be.
Now, here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Misses from short range.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Thompson kicks to Sengun. Smith sets the pick for MP. Tries it from the top of the key. Pelicans with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Murray always working to develop a consistent jump shot. Looking good on that one.
Here's MP, and stolen by Murray. It's McCollum on the wing. No good on the 3. Rockets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And that one's good. MP.
You know, MP starting to look good there from the mid-range.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Taking a look at New York, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And Houston, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
Now here's Williamson. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pass to Jones. To the inside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Offensive rebound. Here's Misi. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
MP against Murray. Lobbed up there for Thompson.
Love that play call by MP, finding a way to create for his team.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Misi. And here's McCollum. The second chance effort. And the layup is up and in.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
MP against Murray. MP right side. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 3. Jones with it. Nothing on the board. It's McCollum on the wing. Whitmore defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's McCollum. Whitmore defending. McCollum no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
Pass to Murray. And there's the try. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
First one falls for him. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a big story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. A big move for the Pelicans this summer, trading for DeJounte Murray, a versatile and durable lead guard who's proven to be one of the best clutch players. His acquisition directly addresses some of the Pelicans' greatest needs. And, guys, I'm very interested to see how this plays out.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the update. Now here's McCollum. Following the miss by MP. Pass to Williamson. Over Smith. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Smith with a screen on Jones. Lets it go from the wing. That misses off the back.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Now here's Murray. Fires the 3. Here's Williamson. And Thompson sends it back.
On the hunt to make a big defensive impact. Thompson denying that shot.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
In the corner, Murray with it. That's in, coming off an assist from John. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Hornets put on a show. He finished up with 65 points, and that was a season high for him in scoring. It was a night to remember. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others. No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Trey Murphy's checked in for Jones. Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 16-6 run. MP against Murray. There's the pick to the middle. Here's Misi. And the rejection by MP.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's MP. He has 6.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point lead. Up and in on the layup. He's got 12.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's MP. 8 points for him. Şengün with a screen on Murray. MP, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a
New Orleans leading by 3. Pass to Olynyk. Back to Alvarado. And the shot goes in. Alvarado's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pelicans. And for the Rockets. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Then it's MP. Then it's Jabari Smith. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's MP. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They've led by as much as 10. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
MP falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. MP's got 10 points. Pass to Olynyk. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by MP. Here's Alvarado.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
The fadeaway. That's in. The Pelican lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from MP.
It goes down, but with no defense. Near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. From down in the low post, it goes.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Screen by Smith. Here comes MP, and the dunk by MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Inside. Here's Alvarado. Doesn't go that time. Good defense by MP. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Smith the pass to MP. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 16 points for MP. New Orleans in the lead. Astro Winnick. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen. Here's Alvarado. Cans it from downtown. Alvarado has got his third basket of the night right there.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New Orleans leading by 4. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Jones. Fires top of the key. The Rockets pull it in.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's MP. It's tipped. And here's Jones. Hasn't made one yet. Astro Winnick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Releases. The Rockets pull it in. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, MP. 16 points for him.
MP knew exactly where he wanted to go and what he wanted to do with that one.
New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jones against Brooks. Astro Winnick. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. And the Pelicans lead by 4. Here's MP. He takes it in. Brooks with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Brooks has got himself on the board with 3 there. The Pelicans have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Astro Winnick. Down low. And he banks in the layup.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olenek has retained that vision.
MP deciding where to go with it. Here's Landale. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. On the wing, Jones. Brooks covering. Misses the 3. Rockets trail by 3. Here's MP. Misses from close range. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And they pin it back. And he lobs it with the rim, and it's Smith finishing it off.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
Here's Alvarado. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
MP outside. Into the lane. MP stuffs it in off the drive.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Alvarado. No good with the triple. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. They set the pick. To the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Houston. Back to Alvarado. Pass to Jones. 5 on the clock. Drills the three-pointer. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
MP goes right to the rim.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Brooks against Jones. Here's Olynyk, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Now, here's MP. 22 points for him.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Rockets making a switch here. Şengün's checked in for Jock Landale. Thompson comes in for Smith. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Jalen Green. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin's growing up in South Seattle. He's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. And the Rockets with possession here. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. MP, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And give them a McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Thompson, a screen on McCollum. Here's MP. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now here's Murray. He's got 12. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 5. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 4. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now here's McCollum. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver.
What opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
And how about the vertical McCollum has? He may have even surprised himself there.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Now here's Jones. Following the miss by MP. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Houston making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. .56 seconds left in the first. So it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star Weekend. And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Houston Rockets.
You know what? They push the action, but also play within themselves. Show great execution.
And you know, that usually... And that is a wrap.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. MP really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Jones and Williamson in at the forward position. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. And it's Misi in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. MP against Murray. The drive by MP.
That's why you set screens for MP. He knows how to use them and knock shots down off of them.
Pelicans leading by 6. McCollum deciding where to go with it. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. McCollum's got 10 points. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Screen by Smith. MP passes to Smith. Blows the alley-oop jam.
Well, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
Wide open look here for Murray. Connects from three-point range. And now an 11-point Pelican lead.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
On the wing, MP. He's covered by Murray. Smith wide open. He fires. Offline with his three. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. A three from McCollum. They grabbed their own miss.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's MP. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
McCollum right side. Williamson dishes to Jones. Back to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Jones sets the pick for Williamson. Look, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
Here's MP. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. MP's got 30 points.
MP plays with the confidence of somebody with a lot more experience than what he has.
There's a good screen. And a wide open look for McCollum. Kicks it out to Jones. And the Pelicans miss again. Rockets trail by 13. Smith with a screen on Murray. Here's MP. It's tipped. Williamson against MP. Pass to Williamson. And Thompson sends it back. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. MP getting out in front on the break.
Outrunning the field. MP has got those young legs, folks.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Over in the corner, Williamson. Outside, Jones. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 9 points.
And every year, Williamson take another leap as a distributor. Great pass on that one.
The drive by MV. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Open shot by Murray. It's rebounded by Houston. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Green against McCollum. Here's Williamson. Rockets with the rebound. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's MP. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. New Orleans leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Here's Adams, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Adams has got his first points of the night. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Murray, no good. Rockets trail by 11. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Williamson kicks to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out running and have not stopped.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Murray for 3. Again, the miss by Murray. Rockets trail by 10. Here's MP. Lays it up off the glass. MP's got 40 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Williamson left side. Pass to McCollum, right wing. Here's Murray. And yes, it's good. Murray's got 22 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Thompson a screen on Murray. The drive by MP. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Williamson, the pass to Jones. Back to Williamson. And the shot by Williamson.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
MP outside. Takes it inside, and it's blocked. They retain possession. Rocket 6. Second chance shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
On the wing, Murray. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Jones. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson, a screen on McCollum. Kick out to Adams. Brooks from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Brooks has got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
When he gets the opportunity, they are counting on Brooks to hit that shot.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So for the Rockets, Tari Eason's checked in for... We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Inside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
New Orleans making a switch here. Austin's checked in, taking a look at the Rockets. MP out there with Whitmore. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 4 spot. Here's Alvarado. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. No good on the shot. Good defense by MP.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Robinson Earl. And goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. And the moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night. And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's Payton. MP grabs the miss. Rockets trail by 10. Drives to the hoop. There's MP on the drop.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Olynyk high post. From past the arc, it's good from long range. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The drive by MP. Alvarado with the steal. To the middle. Here's Payton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Payton's got his first basket.
Well, I think the postgame of Payton catches defenders off guard. I mean, he's got a lot of moves down there.
Smith with a screen on Payton. Here he goes. It's picked off. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Pelicans leading by 14. Williamson left side. Here's Messi. Covered by Smith. Here's Murray. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's MP. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now. New Orleans making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Rockets trail by 18. MP with it. Driving inside. Houston moving it around. 4 on the clock. With the fadeaway. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Out to the wing. And stolen by MP. Going inside. And MP throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Pelicans.
Pelicans leading by 16. Here's Murray. Şengün with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
MP outside. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. High arcing shot. Here's Messi. Pass to Williamson. McCollum outside. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
And MP throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Murray, good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Rockets trail by 19. And here is MP. And Houston again with the bucket.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Murray against MP. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on MP.
You know, they're not willing to give Murray any easy buckets here. D'ing him up as tight as they can, even if it means fouling.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
No good that time. Pelicans leading by 19. Jones, the pass to Murray. Who's watching it? Kicks it out to Jones. A three-pointer off the mark. Houston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Thompson with screen on Jones. Fader on the way. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Macy's, and here's New Orleans now. They're on a 17-6 run. Now Murray. Back to McCollum. Here's Messi. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's MP. And good. There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Jones with it. Now defended by Whitmore. Williamson against Thompson. 6 to shoot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Jabari Smith picks one up. And he knocks down the first one. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Smith. Here's MP. Pelicans with the rebound. Now here's McCollum. Jones with the screen on MP. Pass to Messi. Williamson looking it over. 5 to shoot. It's McCollum on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. McCollum's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for New Orleans. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Adams with the screen on Murray. MP kicks to Thompson. Here's MP. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Murray. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New Orleans.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
As we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for DeJounte Murray.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Thompson with the bounce, rising up for the jam.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
McCollum kicks to Williamson. Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by MP. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Murray with it. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.
Win some, you lose some.